if I'm getting a 20 million naira loan, right, and I am paying back maybe your goal, ensuring that when you're getting, because a lot of people are scared of taking loan for businesses. But one thing that you need to understand is the biggest businesses that you see today, they thrive and are still thriving on other people's money. You said? You want to say something? My accountant wants to talk. Let me give you mic. Okay. Take this one. Check.
Okay. So I think the comment I actually have is around the sales part. So for most of us, we are actually used to the fact that we sell directly, we make our money, and we are good, right? But it will actually be okay if we actually make research as regards that consignment is actually a form of sales.
Consignment. Okay.
Yeah, it's a form of sales. Because if you see even these big businesses, the likes of ShopRite, the likes of Spar and all, there are some products they buy outrightly. That is vendor managed inventory and co. And most of the products are actually not bought. You bring it to them. When they sell it, immediately it becomes payable to you, right? So I think for me, what I would think you should do is that you need to then have two different funnel, right? You have the people you sell to directly, and at the end of the day, you also have trusted suppliers that you can also give your products to. And why do you need trusted suppliers like that? So you still have to do what you don't have to do, which is give them your product, and when they sell it, immediately it becomes payable. You have payment agreement, they pay you at a particular date. You have to factor that into the business. So if I'm seeing a product online, I may not trust you 100%, but if I come to a Spar or I come to a ShopRite and I see that same product, one way or the other is because I trust Spar, I trust ShopRite, I may actually automatically trust your product, right? Because it's coming from a reliable source. They build that brand over years, over the time. So you may also want to do that for the purpose of legitimacy. And then, just like how has been saying since Monday, we want to focus on the marketing side of things. Let people be seeing the product. We want to do maybe customer orientation campaigns. So when I come online, what is the benefit I'm going to get from this product? So if I've been seeing it, you are telling me how to use your product, why is it better for me? Even if I'm not buying it, at least that is there, that product is being known, right? I'm not a marketing expert, right? But you understand what I'm trying to say. Have the individual guys, have the corporate guys, the likes of the Spar, the likes of, so look for working capital. Look for working capital. You need it a lot. Look for working capital.
I mean, and
you may now portion it into maybe everything I'm producing, maybe 40% is going to these guys, and I want to face the market myself with 60%. So at the end of the day, your business is self-sustained, but that one is still helping you to push legitimacy. And as time goes on, why not? So that's just it from my end.
So there's this particular ice cream I buy. No ice cream, yogurt I buy. So it's called, I think, Irish yogurt, ARIES. How many of you guys have seen it? ARIES. It's a Greek yogurt. So I buy it. I've seen that yogurt in Spar. I've seen it in ShopRite. I've seen it in my neighborhood supermarket. But I don't know who the producer is. I don't know where they are. But the point is, those businesses, they thrive on B2B. And oftentimes, we need to be able to leverage on other businesses' model. There are businesses that are already designed to sell what you are selling. So instead of, I feel like instead of you trying to do the normal day-to-day customers, just focus your core model on partnering with these guys that already have a platform to sell. They already have thousands of people that walk into their mat daily. Look at the big brands like Oral-B. Do you go to the producer of Oral-B to buy Oral-B? No. Do you go to the producer of, Lush extension to buy Lush? No. All of these consumables, fast-moving consumer goods, hair care, skincare, the producers don't sell directly to the customers. They sell to distributors or supermarkets that now sell to you. And that is the business you are in. You are in the B2B business. And the sooner you realize that you are in the B2B business, the better for you. Maybe you can have a brand online that just speaks to general branding and marketing and online presence. But the core of the people that operate in your field right now, they operate through a particular model. And you can tap into that model. Do you understand? So now, instead of trying to forge relationships with the person that will buy the 5k product, try to see how you can. I mean, there are a lot of supermarkets in Yaba. There are a lot of supermarkets in Surulere, across Lagos. You can start location by location, but the bulk of your work is figuring out the working capital. Of course, some supermarkets are not going to sell your product. Yes. Why do you think some big brands? Why do you think these big brands go to? They go to supermarkets. You see people wearing their t-shirts just to direct walking customers to where their stand is. It is orientation. And once people get used to that product and they like it, you don't need to pick their hands and walk them to the place. You don't need to do that anymore. And one thing about supermarkets is, if we have 10 toothpaste brands, right? Everybody that wants to buy toothpaste would not buy those 10 brands. Will buy one. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, supermarket still sell the toothpaste to who needs the toothpaste. So the supermarket will now decide which brand to drop for low sales. So basically, supermarkets operate like an open market. They don't advertise to you which product to buy or not. They allow the people that are selling those products to bring their people into the supermarkets to come and do what? To come and market their product themselves. And this happened to me yesterday. I went into a supermarket and I wanted to buy a drink. Before I know it, one woman came. This is new product. Come and try it. And if she does a good job, I would buy the new product just to test it out. Oh, our price is cheaper than this. Oh, this is when you have dandruff, it makes your hair this, blah, 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 blah. If you have curly hair, it makes your hair glow in the dark. Do you understand? So it's just as simple as that. Your business, you think you are in the B2C business, but you are in the B2B business, because almost everybody that operates in your field operates through the B2B model. I've worked with a fast-moving consumer good country business before. I work with Procter & Gamble, the producers of Always, Pampers, Ariel, and I work in the supply network. We don't sell to customers. We sell to distributors. Even those Always and Pampers and Oral-B that you see in the open market, the company doesn't sell to the open market people. The company sells to distributors. People that buy it. It is those ones that now go and deal with the open market people. While I was working there, the company has only, as big as the company is in Nigeria, the company has only 10 customers. In Lagos, we have only one distributor. In the north, we have about 3. In the east, we have about 4 or 5, and that makes it 10. And we sell every day to only 10 people. And these people buy in hundreds of millions every day. Do you get the point? So that helps a company like the company I was working with streamline the operations, focus on core people you are not managing. And then I will give you an example. I shouldn't be saying this, but we have a 30 to 60 days payment timeline, which means we sell on credit and they pay within how much? For some customers it is less than 30 days. For some customers it is as much as what? So a customer can be buying products of what's over 100 million every day, and his invoices are piling up, but he's also paying them. So if the company doesn't have the capacity to produce in credit to serve these people, right, they won't make the money. So now your goal is to build capacity that allows you to advance that credit. Of course, I'm not expecting you to start very big, but if you can get small capital, we start with one supermarket, expand. If it works, expand to 2 supermarkets. If you need to sell to a supermarket and for 2 weeks straight you need to go to that supermarket and stand there where your brand, they don't know you are the producer. Oh, have you tried out this? When you use it, it makes your lip very catchy. It makes, you get what I'm saying? So if you need to do all of those things to guarantee the sales, you need to do it. And again, one thing I have learned about business is what you have not done for your business is very difficult to direct someone to do it. In my business, I've worked in sales, I've worked in marketing, I've worked in accounts, so I have an idea of what I want to achieve with every simple thing. So if you're trying to hire a brand promoter and you are the reserved person, the person will come and just promote your business anyhow. And because you are not a good, salesperson, or a good, you can't explain properly what the goal of your business is or your brand is, you won't be able to direct someone to do it. Do you get the point? All right, so I hope that answers your question. You guys have questions? What do you guys have? Question. It's a very important question. We have more time, right?
Yes, but it's not Q&A.
It's not Q&A session. But it's concerning what? Yes. Okay, all right.
So when I was 17, I got admission into Unilag. I was a student and I was writing my ICANN exams at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to start a business, and so I started an online business model, which failed. I re-strategized, and it also failed again while I was still writing my ICANN exams. So this very important question that have bothered me for months is, how do you know a niche is for you? And how long should you focus on one niche before you start diversifying? And how long should you focus on one niche that is failing before you give up?
I like that question.
Do you want me to answer that question very simply, or do you want me to elaborate? Okay, I'll answer very simply so you can understand what the end goal of my answer is. Everything I have focused on in life has never failed. So I may not be able to give you the advice of how long to focus on something before you give up. And the reason is because I ask myself questions like, have I done everything that is required of me to do to grow this business? And if you have a failing business, you will discover that once you ask that question, there are a lot of things that you have not done to ensure that the business is successful. And that's the truth. Unless we want to lie to ourselves and deceive ourselves. And the point is, to you, right, you might think you are doing your best. But the truth is, to grow a business to the point where it becomes successful, it takes much more attention than you think it does. Because the time you're using to write ICANN, if you're focusing on the business, there's a high chance that you have more time for the business. Am I correct? So which means technically you can't eat your cake and have it. So if you have given the business what it requires in terms of, time, resources, what else? Finance, and the economy also doesn't work against you. If all of these are in check, your business will never fail. Do you understand the point? So if you give your business the required time, you are not procrastinating at certain instances. You're not, you know that you want to grow, you are playing video games. But if you give it the required time and the required resources, you get the right amount of money that is needed to push the business, and the economy, works in your favor, your business will never fail. Oftentimes it's because one of these things, something lacks. I mean, the economy can be good, financing can be good, you have everything you need in place, and because you are always waiting to work under pressure, the business will fail. Or because you are spending part of your time to write ICANN, the business will do what? It will fail. So, like I said, I am not in the position to give that advice. I've never been in the position